House of Simurgh, Episode 5. The Child of Destiny. The marriage of Zal and Ruda Bey had united two great kingdoms. Peace spread across the lands of Persia. The people rejoiced, the kings were satisfied, and for a time, it seemed that destiny had fulfilled its promise. Yet far above the affairs of men, the stars continued their ancient journey. For the heavens had not finished writing the story of the House of Simurgh. A greater destiny was still to come. Soon, joyful news spread throughout Zabulistan. Ruda Bey, beloved princess and queen, was expecting a child. The people celebrated. Musicians filled the streets with song. Merchants decorated their shops with banners. Families gathered to offer prayers for the future heir of Zal. Old King Sam thanked heaven for the blessing granted to his family. For many years he had dreamed of seeing his bloodline continue. Now that dream was becoming reality. As the months passed, the greatest astrologers and scholars of Persia studied the heavens. Night after night they watched the stars. They measured the movements of the planets. They searched for signs hidden within the sky. And what they discovered astonished them. They came before Zal and spoke with great reverence. "My lord," they said, "the child who is coming will be unlike any who has ever lived. His strength will become legend. His fame will spread across the world. And his name will be remembered for all ages." Their words filled the kingdom with wonder. Yet destiny often walks beside hardship. As the child continued to grow, Ruda Bey began to suffer greatly. The palace healers did everything they could. The wisest physicians of Zabulistan attended her. But still her pain increased. Concern spread throughout the royal household, for the child growing within her seemed larger and stronger than any child before. Zal watched helplessly. The brave prince who had faced mountains, kings, and destiny itself now found himself powerless before the suffering of the woman he loved. For the first time in many years, fear entered his heart. Then he remembered. Long ago, when all hope seemed lost, the divine Simurgh had given him a golden feather, a promise, a symbol of protection, a reminder that he would never truly stand alone. Taking the feather into his hands, Zal called upon the ancient guardian. The feather burst into golden flame. Its light rose into the heavens. And far beyond the clouds, the Simurgh heard his call. From the distant peaks of Mount Alborz, the great bird descended. Her wings filled the sky. Her golden and sapphire feathers shimmered like sunlight upon the sea. The people looked upward in awe, for once again, the Mother of Wisdom had returned. The Simurgh listened to Zal's fears. Then she spoke. "Do not be afraid. The child is destined to live, and so shall Ruda Bey." Following the guidance of the divine bird, the healers prepared carefully. The hours passed. The palace waited. And at last, the child was born. A great cry echoed through the royal chambers. The danger had passed. Ruda Bey was safe, and in her arms rested a child unlike any ever seen. He was strong, healthy, and astonishingly large, even as a newborn. When Sam first saw the child, he laughed with joy. The old king immediately recognized the signs of greatness. Zal and Ruda Bey gazed upon their son with wonder, and they gave him a name, Rostam, a name that would one day shake the world. News of the birth spread across Persia. From bustling cities to distant villages, people celebrated, for many believed that a hero had entered the world. As the months passed, Rostam continued to grow, but something remarkable soon became clear. He grew faster than any ordinary child. Even as an infant, he seemed unusually strong. Before long, he was larger than children, many years older than himself. The palace guards spoke of his strength. The servants shared stories of his astonishing energy. And every year brought new signs of the greatness that lay within him. As a child, Rostam lifted objects that adults struggled to move. He trained with wooden weapons while the warriors watched in disbelief. Where others saw a boy, Destiny saw a future legend. Zal watched proudly as wisdom and courage grew alongside strength. Ruda Bey nurtured kindness within her son, and together they prepared him for a future no one could yet imagine. Far beyond the palace walls, new challenges were already gathering. Dark forces stirred, ancient enemies waited, and great adventures lay hidden beyond the horizon. But for now, the child grew stronger with every passing day. The world did not yet know his name. Yet one day kings would seek his aid, armies would follow his banner, and legends would be written in his honor. For destiny had chosen its champion, a child destined for greatness, a child destined for legend, a child named Rostam. To be continued.